One of the biggest reasons people give up on Bach Flower Remedies too early is not because the remedies don't work, it is because they become overwhelmed. How many drops? How many times per day do I need to take them? What if I forget? What if I don't do it perfectly? And slowly, something that was really meant to be very simple and accessible starts feeling very stressful. So in this video, I really want to simplify this completely because honestly, many sensitive people are already exhausted enough, and Bach Flower Remedies are not like a recipe for a cake or antibiotics that you need to take. So today I want to explain how to take them, what the minimum effective dosage often is, what actually really matters most, and how to work with remedies in a way that is realistic and sustainable. So after this video, you'll know exactly what to do and why you'll never have to feel doubtful ever again. Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm a Bach Flower specialist and vibrational healer, and on this channel we talk about emotional healing, Bach Flower Remedies of course, and the deeper emotional roots underneath what people are carrying. And if you feel stuck in your healing, whether you're using Bach Flower Remedies or not at all, or not yet, why not join my free class where you will leave knowing exactly your first step forward for your own personal healing path. You'll get the tools to actually get started. All my links are in the description and in the pinned comment. So now let's talk about dosage, because honestly there is so much confusion around this topic while it's incredibly simple thanks to Dr. Bach. I think many people secretly approach remedies almost like medication, as if one drop too little means failure, or one missed dose destroys the process, one drop too much is overdosing, or you need some kind of military discipline for anything to happen. But Bach Flower Remedies do not work like antibiotics. They work more like emotional resonance, like very gentle reminders to the nervous system, like small repeated signals, tiny emotional nudges towards balance. So let's have a look at the traditional dosage. Traditionally, Dr. Bach recommended 2 drops of each selected remedy into a treatment bottle, taken 4 drops of that treatment bottle 4 times per day until the bottle is finished or until you feel you don't need it anymore. And that is it. It is that simple. If you don't know what a treatment bottle is, I have a link popping up here somewhere so you can watch that video as well. And yes, this is a really beautiful, simple structure, specifically for chronic emotional patterns, deeper healing work, and long-standing emotional states, or just simply for your emotions. And consistency is absolutely necessary. It helps, it's necessary, but not as a military practice. In reality, the Bach Flower Remedies are highly personal, so absolutely nobody can decide the perfect dosage for you. Nobody. But we don't have to. 4 drops, 4 times per day is the minimum required dosage that is recommended for everyone. It's easy to remember, it's easy to introduce in your life, and in reality, Bach Flower Remedies are vibrational in nature, not physical. It doesn't work in milliliters or centiliters, so that's even completely irrelevant. With that I mean you can take 6 drops 5 times per day or 3 times per day, 7 drops, it doesn't really matter. But for the sake of simplicity, take 4 drops 4 times per day, in the morning when you wake, in the evening just before you go to sleep, and anywhere in between for the other 2 times. If you take it earlier or later, fine. If you forget once, fine. If you took more, fine. We don't need perfection, but rhythm and consistency, so please don't panic about this. Now, more is not necessarily better. Some people think that taking the remedies 10 times per day or huge amounts and constantly is better, but in many cases, a few conscious moments of contact throughout the day create movement and honesty. I have seen people shift profoundly while taking remedies imperfectly. So let me put it this way. Every time you take the remedy, your system gets showered with something great for you. And every time you take it, your vibration rises. Now let's say you're really in a hurry to feel less guilty and you're decided, I'm gonna drink the whole bottle at once. Would that help? No, not at all, because it's not about how much you take. It is more about the amount of times your system gets triggered by that vibration. Now, does that mean that you need to compulsively take drops every 5 minutes, preferably? Well, Well, long term, that's not really doable to do that all the time. And it's also not necessarily either, because it's vibrational in nature. Taking the drops too closely together also doesn't work. It counts a bit as if you would drink one amount at once. Now, a lot of people ask, what if I forget? Honestly, most people forget sometimes, me included. And the people who become extremely anxious about forgetting remedies often already have a deeper pattern around perfectionism and pressure and self-criticism or fear of failure. So the irony is, the emotional reaction to forgetting is often more harmful than the missed dose itself. If you forget, just continue. No drama, no guilt, no I ruined the process. Just continue. It really doesn't matter that you forgot. Just don't forget it every time. You still need to take them consistently. Healing is not destroyed by one imperfect day. Now let's have a little look at acute situations. That is a little different. So there is a difference between long-term emotional healing and very acute emotional emergencies. If someone is in panic, shock, grief, and emotional crisis and intense fear, you don't really want to wait a month to feel better. So then yes, more frequent repetition can help enormously, especially with remedies like rescue. It's okay. Or acute emotional support combinations. So context matters. If you are in an emergency, you can't wait a month. So you are obviously going to take more of the remedy at that point, or better said, you're going to take it more often. Let's say you just had a car accident and you're in a total shock. You're going to take a few drops every so many minutes, let's say every 15 minutes. Because under that, your system starts perceiving it more as one single dose. The deeper truth about remedies. So honestly, I think many people underestimate something important. Bach Flower Remedies are not only about taking drops, they are slowly teaching people emotional awareness. You start noticing your reactions and patterns, your emotional triggers, your exhaustion, resentment, or fear, your grief. And sometimes that awareness alone already begins changing your life. Now, after all that I said, we just want to leave with one clear rule that works for most people. So if you ever doubt again, just remember this very simple rule: 4 drops, 4 times per day from the treatment bottle. That is the basic minimum dose. And if this video helped you, please let me know in the comments if you've ever been panicked over a missed dose, and if you want deeper guidance on how to choose remedies for yourself, understand emotional patterns, and work with Bach Flower Remedies in a much deeper way. Join my course Bloom into Balance, where you learn how to work with these beautiful Bach Flower Remedies for your own personal healing journey. Or you can contact me for private guidance as well. I leave some beginners playlist in the description as well, so you can start using remedies with certainty and confidence. I loved making this video. Thanks so much for being here with me, and I'll see you in the next one.